No, Skeleton Master, this is Emotion Thread, not Reindeer Ride. Hello from Asia, it's 12:30 p.m. right now. Do you mean 12:30 a.m.? Hello from North America. I was in Japan a couple weeks ago. The time zone differences are really difficult to adjust to. I thought it's Reindeer Ride. No, Reindeer Ride is this one. No, it's Queen Bee only. I can use bees. Speaking of which, let's get started though. Yeah, Queen Bee and bees can damage enemies, and unfortunately for the Wall of Flesh, I think we're just gonna have to use bees. I've been thinking it through, and there's really no way that Queen Bee herself is going to work for this fight, because she's not enraged, and I can't summon more Queen Bees over the course of the fight. I have no way to replenish my Queen Bee supplies when she dies, and she dies very quickly. So we're going to just have to get a bunch of beehives. And I'm sure the bees will do really well against the Wall of Flesh. I mean, they're bees. Can't use a Beam Nation? Nope. The jungle biome is mutually exclusive with the underworld. You cannot summon Queen Bee in the underworld because it doesn't count as the jungle. Even if you have enough blocks, it's not jungle. Also, this is not written on the wiki, but Queen Bee actually has 2 checks for being enraged. She checks whether you are in the jungle, and she checks whether you are underground. If both of those are not true, she is in her fully enraged state on the surface. If one of those is true, she's in a partially enraged state. The most notable effect of that is she spawns way less bees when she starts spawning bees. So that means if we are underground, even in the underworld, even down here in like a mushroom biome, she will spawn very few bees. In order for her to actually be efficient, we have to be on the surface outside of the jungle. Does bee only like every boss is Queen Bee? No, it means we're using Queen Bee to kill enemies and bosses and stuff. Speaking of which, let's do King Slime. We haven't done King Slime yet. I can show off what I'm talking about here. Let's see, I need 5 gold and a ruby. This way? Actually, I think it'd be faster to magic conch to go to the right corruption. Miss Tons, it's going well? Yeah, we are post-Skeletron right now. We tried the Wall of Flesh. It didn't go well with Queen Bee alone. We're gonna have to bust out beehives. Because I just can't keep Queen Bee alive. I can't resummon Queen Bee. And overall, it's just very messy. Okay. These are out. Problem is, Queen Bee actually needs a bee alive in the world in order to... She got enraged. You can see the difference in her fully enraged form and her partially enraged form here. Oh, there's an arm stealer. Notice that she spawns way fewer bees and she's much less fast now that we've regrown into the jungle biome. Yeah, I probably will at some point, yes, just because. I don't currently have any plans to, though. Okay. I would really like to get a bee spawned in the world. The problem is queen bee is only able to damage other enemies if a bee is alive in the world, and the bees hunt things down and try to kill them, which is mighty inconvenient. I need to be careful not to hit queen bee with my pickaxe, but I can spawn bees from... There we go. Okay. Now this will work. I just need to keep near King Slime, so she'll dash into him, and any bees she spawns will also go to hunt him down. Okay, King Slime only has 1,000 HP left. Yeah, it's gonna be tricky doing this. We tried the Wall of Flesh at the end of the last stream, and even with 5 queen bees, by breaking a bunch of larvae, I just couldn't get queen bee to really attack him. I couldn't get bees to stay alive, and the Wall of Flesh would stay too far away. She wouldn't kill the hungry fast enough. The hungry would respawn. She wasn't fully enraged, so she wasn't summoning bees very quickly. Like, this is not very many bees that she's spawning. It might look like a lot of bees. It's not. It's barely any. Okay, she's almost dead. One more dash, maybe 2. Come on. Like, this is how fast she should be spawning bees. She just spits out a ton of them very rapidly. But when she's only partially enraged, like in the jungle, she spawns bees like that. And it gets particularly more pronounced as she gets lower on HP. Can I cheat in bee summons? I don't need bee summons. I have bee summons. Okay. I suppose it's time to kill myself. Let me just use fall damage. There's not really any way for me to get rid of queen bee aside from killing myself or getting her killed. Couldn't you spawn like 20 queen bees before Wall of Flesh? I mean, we tried that. The problem is I can't stay alive with 20 partially enraged queen bees in the world. It's impossible to dodge them like that, and they do like 20 damage per hit to me. I can't get enough defense to sustain that. So yeah, I would like to fish up bombs, dry bombs, from crates. Which means I would like sonar potions to preserve bait, because the other potions are pretty much useless to me. And I'm gonna need some more magma bait, but I've got a decent amount right now. I should have a fiberglass fishing pole. Yeah. And let me store some of this stuff in my inventory. Which mahogany workbench. Man, I love the fact that Terraria has a trash button. One of the most frustrating things in Minecraft is the complete absence of just like a trash button. Just having so much random crap in your inventory that you can't do anything about. And sure, you can get like lava to burn things eventually, but that's still really inconvenient. Oh yeah, the lack of quick stack too. Oh my god. Having to manually go through each and every chest. It annoyed me about Don't Starve as well, but you generally have fewer items in Don't Starve, so it's less of an issue. But god, Minecraft just has so much stuff. In Minecraft, your inventory doesn't fill up as often? Yes, it does. What are you talking about? There's so many random blocks and drops. And stack sizes are so small in Minecraft. How do you avoid running out of queen bee summons? Get more? I don't entirely understand the question. I mean, you can just craft them. They're really easy to craft. Yeah, they had so many bloat blocks, and stack sizes are so small that it's really difficult to do anything without either just trying to get rid of items, but there's no trash button, so it's difficult to do, or just having your inventory constantly be full. Guys, real and streaming, what is going on? Steam clip, but not just the clip. What? Is Queen Bee for bosses where you can kill normal enemies? No, I can only use bees. I can't kill these guys. The Star Fury is for lighting up caves. Unstackable items with... Oh my fucking god. Yeah, I tried making potions last night when I was playing with friends. You can't even stack water bottles. I could understand for balance reasons, you know, not stacking potions or whatever. Okay. You can't even stack fucking water bottles. You can't stack buckets when they're filled with stuff. You can't stack mushroom stew. Making mushroom stew the most annoying thing in existence. I really want one more piece of bait. I feel like one magma slime's not going to get me the dry bombs, but I suppose I can try. You don't really drink potions in Minecraft or eat stew? Yeah, because they don't stack and they take up so much inventory space. If they did, I would. Bottomless lava bucket. I don't really care. It doesn't benefit me. Oh! Okay. This is gonna be annoying. Demon Conch, I'll take that. Man, 4 catches, and one of them was a bottomless lava bucket, and another one was the Demon Conch. Yeah, it also just felt like there was so much... I don't know the word to describe it. Obtuse stuff in Minecraft, I suppose. Like, stuff that just felt like it served no purpose aside from annoying the player. Or just being filler content. Like, I really enjoyed discovering all the new stuff that was added in Minecraft since the last time I played, because there's a lot of it. But then, you know, you engage with the new creatures or blocks and things, and you find out, hey, these do nothing. Like, actually nothing. They might have one extremely niche purpose. Otherwise, they're pointless, and they do nothing. There's no reason for me to engage with them. Which then just makes most of the world feel hollow. That, or the stuff is just actively infuriating to try to engage with. Like, Minecraft's combat system sucks. Just full stop, it's bad. It's really bad. And they've added so many just frustrating things to try to deal with. Like trying to go in the water, and then cool, a drowned with a trident spawns. Now you're going to have an incredibly miserable experience trying to do anything unless you have a shield, in which case it's still going to be miserable, but at least you can block the attack. The phantoms. Skeletons are really annoying. They feel very difficult to dodge, and like most of the time they're just really annoying to deal with. You go to the nether, and you're being barraged by attacks from ghasts in a heavy vertical environment with lava pits where they just blow up things around you, and it's not fun. It doesn't feel rewarding fighting things. It just feels like, oh, thank God that's over with. Now I can go back to what I want to do. And it baffles me. I stopped playing Minecraft back in, like, 2013. It was, like, right after they added the Wither. And at that point in time, I was thinking, like, oh, okay, so they're going to take Minecraft in kind of a more Terraria-like direction where they're going to focus on, like, adding new bosses and stuff. Because, you know, they just added the Wither. And, you know, come back a decade later, they've added no bosses besides that. There's the Warden, who's, like, not fightable and doesn't really give you a reward. And, there's the Wither and the Ender Dragon, which are the same things that have been in the game for a decade. Losing items to void or lava and items despawning is stupid. Yeah, the items despawning thing is really annoying. But at the same time, it feels like there's very little reason to care. Like, it's all very lackluster. There are a couple items that you maybe care about losing, but most of the time it's kind of just, oh, okay, I might lose some stuff that's not really that valuable, but I have 5 minutes to get it back, and there's no, like, fast travel. Which kind of just encourages the player to stay around their base, I feel like, rather than actually go out and explore and do stuff. Because I feel like if you go out and explore and do stuff, you're just going to die to some random annoyance, or you're going to be stuck a huge distance from home and you have to spend a ton of time walking back. As opposed to a game like Don't Starve, where if you die, your items don't despawn, they just stay there and you can go pick them up later. Minecraft's trying to go more aesthetic than actual function. Why am I not catching anything? Okay, inventory dropping. Okay, there we go. We got wet bombs. Minecraft Unreleased was a less complete game that wasn't beta 1.7.3, beta favoritism. The game actually knew what it was. That's what you like about Terraria Medium Core, you don't have to stress out about your items despawning. Yeah, I mean, Terraria Medium Core has problems, but I actually felt like I've had fun, like, going to get my items back in Medium Core. In Minecraft, it feels like I just need to rush there, and if I get there too slow, then it's all gone anyway. And then you'll get there and realize, oh, this whole endeavor was pointless because all of my stuff is gone. Because I couldn't get here fast enough. Or I got lost trying to find my way there. I thought that guy's name was Waffle. Okay, so the reason we're doing this is, What? Is it not deep enough? I feel like keep inventory is too broken and reduces all the risk in the game. Yeah, the Minecraft economy is really weird. I think a large part of the problem with Minecraft, I liked a lot of the stuff that they added in terms of world generation. Like, the new caves were fun to explore. Like, it was a lot less digging and a lot more just finding stuff. They had new structures and things like that. The shipwrecks, the unfinished nether portals. But the problem is, all of that is obsoleted by the fact that you get iron and diamonds within like an hour or two of playing the game, and that makes all of the loot that you get from them feel pointless. There's maybe one special item you'll get from the chests, and the rest of it is just filler. Like, here's a fucking iron bar. You had this 30 minutes into playing the game. Oh, diamonds? You can get 100 diamonds by spending an hour down in the caves. Here's 2 from this chest. After a certain point, Minecraft exploration becomes pointless. I feel like that point comes, like, immediately. Very, very quickly. Okay. Actually, no, I don't need wet bombs. I can just, put them in the ocean. Automated pools of water. You'd be proud of how small Terraria worlds are compared to Minecraft. Another thing that I didn't like is it felt really difficult for me to... There were a lot of points in time in Minecraft where I was just wandering around looking for stuff. Just running around looking for new biomes or looking for something. Exploration is never useful. Caving is useful. It gives you diamonds. Exploration gives you cherry blossom and foxes. Yeah, but that sucks because, you know, you want to explore stuff. You want to find stuff. You don't want to just sit there doing the same thing. For being infinite, it's quite limited. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Netherite exists now? Well, I started mining for netherite stuff, and that was not fun. What, you just, like, strip mine around the bottom of the nether? And do that for a very long time until eventually you get enough scraps to upgrade your item? It was not fun to get. Are we in hard mode yet? No, we're getting ready for the wall of flesh. Yeah, diamond really feels weird now. Diamond feels like what iron used to be when I was younger, where it felt like I was just getting so many diamonds because the new cave generation changes. To the point that I never, like, I got them very quickly, and I always had a ton of them. Interesting. Netherite mining feels super tedious? Yeah, it is. What are your thoughts on if there was an underground nether? I mean, I feel like I don't really know that there's much that could be done to Minecraft to make me like the game a lot. Because I think it's kind of just the way the game is. It would need a lot of overhauls. But the main thing would be the combat system, because I don't like building stuff. I get really bored trying to build stuff. I want to find things to do. I want to explore. I want to mine. I want to fight things. And the exploration is incredibly lackluster. Mining, you have like 4 materials. One of them is kind of useful. One of them is pretty useful. Most of them are useless. And you find them all pretty quickly. And the combat system is miserable. I also, after doing a lot of stuff with Terraria wiring, Minecraft Redstone feels so much worse to me than Terraria wiring. And I'm not, like, super familiar with Minecraft Redstone. Maybe if I spent more time with it, I'd like it more, but I was getting so annoyed trying to build stuff with Redstone and just having it take up physical space and being really difficult to, like, move vertically. And it felt like everything I would make with Redstone just looked awful, as opposed to Terraria, where you can just kind of hide it because it doesn't actually take up space and you can put it anywhere really easily. There's people building computers in Minecraft. I mean, people build computers in Terraria too. That doesn't mean a whole lot. Redstone in Java doesn't make sense at all. I was playing in Java. Redstone is much less useful than wiring, but it's a challenge for Redstone if you find it fun. Terraria's system just felt a lot cleaner to me to use and more comfortable. Whereas it felt like with Redstone, there were just a bunch of really annoying obstacles that didn't really change the computational difficulty. It just made it annoying to work with. The reason we're doing this, by the way, is because you can shimmer honey blocks into Hive, and we craft beehives out of Hive. The hell? It's stuck in a block. And it didn't drop any honey. Like, there's a lot more that you can do with Redstone in Minecraft natively, because Minecraft has more useful applications built into the game. But I don't think the Redstone system is better than the Terraria wiring system. It's because Minecraft has stuff like dispensers and hoppers and pistons that make it so you can physically do more stuff with wires compared to Terraria, but the underlying system, I think, is a lot clunkier. You can't handle loneliness and finding your own purpose. I'm not going to drive. I mean, I was playing with friends. Oh, I can't stand playing Minecraft alone. God, I was playing with other people. Minecraft is really focused on beating the bosses. Well, in general, Minecraft is not really combat focused because the combat sucks. The hunger system is also just such a weird system to me because it's not really a hunger system. It's more of just like a convoluted way of recovering HP. Because it feels like you immediately solve the hunger problem within the first hour or two. And your food doesn't spoil, and you can carry stacks of 64 of it, so there's not really a point where actually starving is a concern. And then it's just, I eat food to recover HP. Okay, couldn't I just eat food to recover HP? Somebody else about if I've played other survival games. I've played Subnautica. Although Subnautica, honestly, to me, doesn't really feel like a survival game. Because it feels like the survival mechanics in Subnautica are not really present. Like, the hunger and thirst system in Subnautica felt really unnecessary. And it didn't really feel like the creatures in the game were much of a threat, or you'd fight them. It was more of just kind of an ocean exploration game, I felt like. Yeah, and the game ends with a fetch quest. I like Don't Starve Together a lot. I play Don't Starve Together a good amount with friends. They require honey bombs. You get wet bombs from obsidian crates, which you get by fishing in lava. And you can craft wet bombs into dry bombs, which you can then fill with either lava, honey, or water by standing in the respective liquid. Yeah, I had, as all this was happening, as I was playing, my friends and I were basically playing completely different games. One of them was doing a bunch of building stuff, one of them was doing a bunch of stuff with villagers, and I was doing a bunch of, like, mining. And man, the villager system seems so annoying. It was just my friend, like, resetting villagers for hours trying to get them to sell, like, the specific enchantment that he wanted, or, stuff like that. Want to throw the honey bombs underwater? They damage you, and they also have a smaller explosion radius, because they won't fill up the spot that you're standing in. Why am I farming honey blocks? Because you can shimmer them into hive blocks, which we need to craft beehives to spawn bees. And we're going to need a lot of them for the wall of flesh. You mentioned PvP. How do you feel about Terraria PvP? I've never really done Terraria PvP. Not really a big fan. Minecraft is not nearly for everyone. It has flaws. Oh, no. I mean, I've used this analogy a lot, but I consider Minecraft to be the video game equivalent of white bread. In the sense that it is very inoffensive. It's something that basically anyone can have and eat. They'll be, at the very least, fine with it, but it's not interesting. You need to add things to it for it to actually be good. Whether that be mods or multiplayer. Or something like that. At its face value, it's kind of just a piece of bread. Okay. Let's go make our things. Okay, how many beehives is this? 250? So the question is this enough beehives for the wall of flesh? I don't know. I'm gonna get more. I'm gonna get more. I don't want to have to get there and then have it not be enough, and then we lose all that time. What do you mean beehives for wall of flesh? Because queen bee isn't really feasible to use against the wall of flesh because we cannot spawn additional queen bees because the jungle is mutually exclusive with the underworld biome. Let me buff my mining speed. We're going to use a bunch of beehives to spawn bees to kill the wall of flesh. And to be clear, this is not... Beehives do not insta-kill the wall of flesh. They give iframes. This is not like the insta-kill cheese that used to be in the game before 1.4.4. This is just spawning a bunch of bees. Oh, if you capture the gem servers? I know Penguin Games. I had played Penguin Games at one point on stream. That's the only one I'm familiar with. There is a boss rush first and a sandbox second? No, I don't agree with that at all. I don't think Terraria is anything like a boss rush. Maybe modded Terraria, but Terraria is not a boss rush. Plus Plantera does feel a bit boss rushy. That is one stage of the game. And it's mostly just due to the progression there being really poorly thought out because it happened over a period of time. Yeah, it's more of an RPG than a boss rush. That is true. You can't play Terraria as a boss rush. But I mean, a lot of people take 40, 50 hours to play Terraria. Sometimes even more than that. 60, 70, 100. If it was a boss rush, then you kind of just bounce from boss to boss and be done with the game in hours. You could get all the summoning items, then boss rush with that. You could, yeah, but that's not what the game is. Okay, let me get 500 beehives. I feel like 500 is a good number. Yeah, it's like Minecraft is trying to be 3 different games, and none of them are particularly well fleshed out. At least survival mode. None of them are particularly well fleshed out, and it leads to the feeling of I would rather be playing a game in this genre that executes it better. Like as a survival game, Minecraft is really underwhelming. I mean, the food mechanic is half-baked. The combat and survival aspects are very bland. The resource acquisition and resource system is done with very quickly. I'd rather play something like Don't Starve Together, or even Subnautica, if I wanted to play a survival game. As far as... It does do, like, sandbox creative building stuff fairly well. But in creative mode. In survival mode, it just feels really annoying because you have to go get all the materials. Its combat system is not good. I'd rather play a game that does combat stuff well, like Terraria, as the easy example, where it has similar, you know, resource collection and mining stuff, but it actually feels fun to fight stuff in Terraria instead of frustrating. Minecraft's unmatched in terms of building. People like grinding in Minecraft, makes the final builds feel more rewarding and real. I didn't feel very rewarded when I was sitting there spending a bunch of time strip mining for netherite in the nether. It just felt like I was wasting my time, and I'd rather be playing something else. If I was going to build a bunch of machines to do work for me, I'd rather play Factorio. I don't particularly like Factorio a lot, but I'd rather do that. I'm not the target audience? Yeah, but it's something to talk about. I mean, regardless whether I'm not the target audience, I can talk about it. Filling everything with only queen bee? And bees, yeah. The wall of flesh specifically, I kind of need to use bees on because queen bee isn't really an option in the underworld. I don't know. I find Terraria way more satisfying because it feels like there are actual goals to work towards that have good payoffs, and the actual mechanics themselves are satisfying. I think Minecraft would have done well if not for streamers. I think more of YouTubers. I don't know if streaming was super big when Minecraft was getting popular. Wasn't it more of a YouTube thing? Because this was like 2011, 2012. I feel like live streaming really gained popularity in the late 2010s. Well, I think the main reason that Minecraft does well is because it sucks. For lack of a better way to describe it, and sucks is just putting it comedically. The game is incredibly easy to pick up and basic because it lacks depth. The fact that the game doesn't have a bunch of robust systems that are mechanically intriguing or rewarding is what allows a lot of people, especially young children or people who are not gamers, to play it. Because it's simple, because you get through progression quickly. It's a game that's very broadly accessible, which is why it's so popular. I don't think it sucks. Like I said, sucks was putting it comedically. It was exaggerating the thing just to make the point. Yeah, it's casual. But because of that, it leads to the game feeling how I described. It's a double-edged sword. It's very broadly accessible, it's very popular, but it really lacks depth, and a lot of the systems are half-baked. Which goes back to the white bread thing. Where do you get honey bombs, even liquid bombs in general? You fish them up in lava. Then you fill them with honey. There's more hardcore people? I don't think it has to do with being hardcore. I mean, Terraria is not a particularly hard game to approach in the first place. But I think the level of complexity in Terraria is enough to make it difficult to approach for very casual gamers. I mean, the game's long. There's a lot to Terraria. It's much more complex than Minecraft is, and that can be a lot more daunting. With Minecraft, you go through most of progression in a couple hours. In Terraria, it's going to take you dozens of hours. It's hard to just jump into Terraria and start playing it and get the full experience. It's an investment. Okay, this should be enough for the Wall of Flesh. You can pick up as a first game and not be totally lost with Minecraft. Yeah. Why does Minecraft compared to Terraria so often? They came out at almost the same time, and the two are very similar, particularly in their early stages of development. They have a lot of similarities. Now, in Minecraft's current state and Terraria's current state, after all the development, they have diverged in quite a lot of ways, and they're not nearly as similar as they used to be, but it does make sense for the two to be compared. They're very different takes on a similar underlying concept. Okay, next up, I'm gonna need to actually be able to break the beehives in my Wall of Flesh arena, and I may need to extend my Wall of Flesh arena, so let's work on that. Is our developing Terraria both suffer from the game not telling you a lot? You need the wiki a lot, or you're lost, not getting the best experience. We're comparing that to Minecraft? I guess Minecraft did help a lot when it added all the crafting recipes in-game that you can make, but I feel like Minecraft is even worse with needing the wiki on stuff. Like, good luck figuring out enchanting tables and how to enchant things without a guide in Minecraft. Or using bookshelves. Or even a lot of the crafting recipes. Like, don't you need to have all the materials just to unlock the crafting recipe? Well, Terraria has the guide in-game. I think those were only on, like, console versions, Troint. Like, in a literal sense, Terraria has a guideline in-game that you can go to for crafting recipes, and even just tips. I mean, the guide's advice is pretty good in 1.4.4. Okay. Is this enough to break a beehive? Yeah, it is. Okay. That's a shit ton of bees. The Nether portal is like Minecraft's equivalent of dropping the guide in lava to summon the wall of flesh. Ruin portals mean you can kind of figure it out. You can stumble into summoning the wall of flesh accidentally in Terraria. I don't think you can stumble into accidentally making a nether portal. I think the ruined nether portal is something that makes sense to people that already know how to make a nether portal, but to a new player would be pretty meaningless. What are the 1 snow blocks for? Breaking beehives. We're going to be spawning beehives from the ceiling as we go, and this gives them blocks to break on, otherwise they'd roll until they hit a block, which could take a very long time and put them out of range of being useful for the wall of flesh. You know, don't get me wrong, it is common knowledge online. But that's because Minecraft, the way the game is designed, isn't... Like, you can't just jump into it with no outside information and figure out the game systems. I feel like it's more of a wiki game or a guide game than Terraria is. Like, we were talking about Terraria and Stardew Valley being wiki games, and I made the point that Minecraft is much worse with needing to look up information about how to do things. I think both realistically won't be completed without a guide. I think Terraria is reasonable to complete without a guide. I think plenty of people have completed it without a guide. I mean... plenty of kids just getting the game on console or Xbox, or console or mobile, and just playing it. I mean, yeah, people have beaten Terraria very normally without a guide. Good fucking luck finding the end and getting to the Ender portal without a guide. I need a dresser. It's fairly popular on mobile with kids. Yeah. You forgot who, but you watched a YouTuber play through Terraria without any outside help, just talking to the guide NPC. Yeah, that was probably me. Although I didn't take it very seriously. I mean, I know the game. Other people might have had the same idea too, though. Some Minecraft person did it? Okay. Okay, I want to flatten out the ceiling a little bit to give me places to spawn the beehives. Let me do that. Do I have a guide? Yeah, I do. Oh, bit of a lag spec there. The end is kind of reasonable now, since you could see the eye vendor appear in your recipe book, then you just have to right click accidentally and see it leads you somewhere. Plus eyes start in portals. I mean, to even have it show up in your recipe book in the first place, you need to get blaze powder and get to the nether and build a nether portal, right? Yeah, teleporters are free hard mode now. Enemies activate pressure plates or just the player? It depends on the pressure plate. Certain pressure plates will be activated by enemies. Certain ones will be activated by players. Some will be activated by anything. Some will be activated by only enemies. Some will be activated by only players. If you read the pressure plate, it'll tell you what activates it. The naturally spawning ones mostly activate by players. Red pressure plates will activate when anything steps on them, including enemies. Yeah, I played Minecraft when it officially released back in 2011. I mean, I was 11 years old at the time. And I was a child who had not played many video games seriously and enjoyed YouTube and had a lot of fun with Minecraft when I was a child. And going back to it now, there were some games that I go back to that I played when I was younger, and I was like, damn, this was a really good game. Minecraft was not one of them. example of the games I would be talking about, like, I played Civilization games a lot as a kid. And a couple years ago, went back to play other Civilization games. And yeah, I really like Civilization games. Born in 2000 or 1998. Can you do math? Minecraft released in 2011. I started playing shortly after it officially released. I was 11 years old. I don't know how you get 1998 out of that. Yeah, 2042. Player Queen Bee only seems like an excellent idea. It wouldn't be possible. You have the BI frames. Enemy HP would scale too high. Okay, sure. Let's try this out. I have my potion buffs. I have healing potions. I mean, I guess I can summon a queen bee just for old time's sake. Well, we had discussed yesterday making the bee armor set make bees friendly to the player, which would then just make them hostile to enemies. Kind of a cool idea. When Minecraft will die? I don't think Minecraft will ever truly die unless it becomes extremely unprofitable. I could see some of the server hosting services dying. Wait, where's the guide? Oh, it's not time. It's not nighttime. Okay. So let's wait around a little bit. Okay. I'll let Queen Bee get a good distance over here. Give me some time to spawn bees before the wall of flesh shows up. Minecraft's adding cool new stuff like the creaking guy? Who's the creaking guy? Minecraft's nowhere near dying. I mean, it's a very hard game to kill. I mean, I'm not sure Minecraft will ever truly die unless... if there's any video game that is likely to survive indefinitely, it would be Minecraft. Like, as far as... if there were examples of video games in textbooks 3 centuries from now, Minecraft would be the example. It's just such a cultural phenomenon, and such a big deal that I don't really see Minecraft ever dying. A tree that moves when you don't look at it. Games rarely ever die. I mean, games are not old. Even the oldest video games are only, what, 40, 50 years old? Everything's still fairly new and fresh in memories. People are young enough that the games they played as a kid still feasibly exist. You know, it's usually in the timeline of centuries or really long decades that games, you know, die. Okay. There's a limit on how many bees can spawn at once out of hives, so let's... Damn it. Come on. Come on, guy. Come on. I didn't think this through. Let me, Oh, come! I built a fucking dresser. Okay. Never making another dresser. Alright. Go, my bees! Budget bee-nades. Okay. Done 2,000 damage. Need a good spot to spawn bees. Alright. I may need more space for this. Bye, Queen Bee. What are all these bees doing? Okay, I'm gonna need more space. I need to make this bridge longer. We're only halfway done now. Wall of Flesh is about a third of the way dead. This will work, but not like this. I think we're also going to need more hives. And yet, what you saw with Queen Bee is why we can't use Queen Bee for this. She just dies, and she doesn't do a whole lot of damage to the wall. Favorite part of Terraria? Either early pre-hard mode or early hard mode. Burn 230% damage. Yeah, some of them didn't actually attack the wall of flesh very effectively, though. There's definitely some optimizations I could make there. 1,000 hives is enough? I don't know. I'm not sure. I want to make more spots for the beehives to break on. I don't want them to go very far before popping. Breaking the beehive block, have a bee spawn limit. Yeah, I think 100 is the maximum you can get from the hives. It does have a limit, though, to stop easy cheesing of the entity limit. I'll just remember exactly what the number is. Okay, we'll be coming upon our next queen bee soon. Break beehives on blocks. You have to drop them from the ceiling. They can only be placed on ceilings. And they roll until touching a block, at which point they break, which is why we need all these blocks. And I might just not summon Queen Bee this time. She kind of just made it more difficult for me to deal damage with the bees, because I wasn't able to position myself quite as well. Bombs kill bees that are summoned at high blocks instantly? No. Hey, Ayu. Welcome. Do I watch anime? Sometimes. I wouldn't say that I watch anime as like a hobby or like go out of my way to watch animes, but I'll watch some animes. Putting space stone blocks on the platforms to break beehives that fall from the ceiling. Queen Bee is unfortunately not really plausible for this because we can't get reinforcements over the course of the fight. So instead we are using beehives. And I have quite a few beehives, so I'm gonna go get more. Probably need about 1,000 for this fight, honestly. Yeah. You summon multiple queen bees? Not anymore. We tried that. It didn't work well at all. It did basically nothing. You know, let me bring my my platform down. Because the Wall of Flesh's eyes are spending a lot of time underneath or out of the place where bees can hit them. That's probably not helping. Although the bees may only be able to really target one eye at a time, which would be inconvenient if they just leash to the closest thing they're aggroed to. What's the challenge? Read the description, it's listed there. Let's make a staircase like this. This would break hives if they roll in that direction. I played Hollow Knight? Yeah. I beat Hollow Knight on a dance pad on stream back in 2022. Including the Path of Pain. That one was kind of the difficult part of the run. I missed you. Watched the streams last night, and you were amazed by how many times I needed to say, read the description. I played Plants vs. Zombies. Once, briefly, for the Xbox 360. For like, an hour maybe. Yeah. Yeah, but that doesn't really help Skeleton Master. Like, hive blocks aren't... Having more than 100 bees doesn't do anything. Bees give iframes. I think 30 iframes from what I've heard. So having more than 100 doesn't really help, because I can spawn more whenever I want, and it's not like they're going to do burst damage. Only one bee can attack at a time. Did I draw my profile pic? No, I paid an artist to draw it for me. Have I heard of fighting with a PH? No, I don't know what that is. Have I played fighting? No, I don't know what that is. How much playtime do I have? About 5,000 hours. I played Microsoft Flight Simulator? Possibly. I don't remember it, though. Let me get rid of these damn... Kill the demon. Demon, please. Played Rainworld before? No, I've never heard of Rainworld. What's Rainworld? Oh, the Roblox game. Actually, yeah, I have heard of that. I think a Calamity? Eh, it's not for me. How many hours you got on the world? I don't know, 10. I wasn't keeping count. And you can rewind the stream and see how many I had when I loaded into the world. It's yesterday's stream and the day before. Probably more like 7. Ooh, nectar. I like nectar. Have I gotten to hard mode before? In Minecraft? No, I'm not. What is hard mode in Minecraft? Your friend showed you an upcoming game called Tinkleland. It's a lot like Terraria. The full version isn't out yet, but you wonder if anyone else has heard of it. No, I've never heard of Tinkleland. It was true. Roblox is game making hosting platform with its own unique engine. I've played Rain Escape. I like Rain Escape on Roblox. It's like Rain World, but nothing like Rain World. If you spawn bees up to the limit, would Queen Bee be unable to spawn more bees? Yes. That will happen if you just let Queen Bee spawn bees for a while and don't stop her. Favorite class slash subclass? Ranger, Phoenix Blaster. You need to go do something mildly productive so you can procrastinate on what you're actually supposed to be doing. Glad you stopped by for a stream. Take care. See you, Talisman. I need this. Favorite Sorbet? I like raspberry. Yeah, the blocks are for the beehives. You make every weapon in the game into a variant of the Phoenix Blaster, would you do it? No, have you watched The Incredibles? Do you remember when Syndrome said, when everyone is super, then no one will be? It's like that. Found out sorbet is an actual word? Yeah, it's a dessert. Phoenix Blaster isn't a subclass? Well, what is a subclass? Define a subclass. Isn't sorbet and sherbet the same thing? No, sherbet has cream. Gun? The Phoenix Blaster is a gun. It's a specific type of gun. Water sparking or coast flare gun? Coast flare gun is probably better. A subclass is hard to define. I think it's pretty easy to define. The Phoenix Blaster. It's like etymology and tax returns. You just can't. Nobody agrees. Well, it depends on how you define what a sorbet is. Like, is a scoop of a... If you have a jar of sorbet, right, like in the freezer, and you take a scoop out of it, do you now have 2 sorbets, or is that still 1 sorbet? Taxonomy is animal classes? Like a TV show where, like, animals are at school? Like Monsters, Inc., but with animals? Like, kingdom species. Is it like Kingdom Come Deliverance, but with animals? That sounds kind of cool. Like medieval, like Redwall type stuff. We were in the Holy Roman Empire. If you cut a human body in half, doesn't mean there are 2 humans now. No. But, if you cut a piece of food in half, you do have 2 pieces of food. You don't still have 1 piece of food. That'd be silly. And, I mean, at the sorbet factory, they don't make individual batches of sorbet to put in the sorbet jar, right? They make a big batch, and then they distribute it out into the jar. Are we to assume that every jar of sorbet is just 1 piece of a larger sorbet, like mushrooms in a mycelium? Is there just 1 supreme sorbet from which all sorbets are derived, and we can really say there's only 1 at any given point in time? Or is there a point in time in which you put them into a smaller container, and it becomes a new sorbet? It grows into its own entity. Taxonomy is kind of the worst science field. I don't know. I've never been a big fan of football fields. Seems really difficult to do science on a football field. Nah, football fields are measured in yards, which makes them suboptimal for scientific measurements. Nobody uses yards. Not even Americans use yards. It's the most useless measurement ever created. Well, how about the fact that an acorn isn't as big as an acorn? You know, people say, like, pokes are this many acorns big, but they're not as big as an acorn. And who knows how many acorns are in a mile? Ever used a decimeter? I don't really drive too much. I'm not familiar with all the stuff that's in cars. What are the notches in the bridge for? Breaking beehives. It's a less popular spin-off of Breaking Bad. Didn't quite live up to Better Call Saul. You like Animate, the store in Japan? I went there. I wasn't a huge fan, though. I didn't really like a lot of the figurines, and it was really busy. It's not a human? Yeah, it's an anime figurine. Didn't think that was up for debate. Better Call Saul unironically bored you to death? I liked Better Call Saul, but there were definitely some parts of the show that felt like a slog to get through. Math is a goat? Math teachers use wet mop. What? Math is a necessary. Yeah, math is really important. Etymology is funny because no one knows what a language actually is. That's not true. I do. Do I wear glasses? No, I usually drink from glasses. At what point does a didact become a language? The guy from Halo 4? So hold of an applied math masters. I can show you math is not important. You just shove it in Malibu and press solve. Math is great. You can describe everything that happens in the universe. You sung math. I don't want to sing math. I'm fine. Describe MATLAB. It's a program that does math. I think there's enough space. I'm almost at the edge of the world. Yeah. I want the bees to be able to follow the wall. I want to go from here to the side, and then we'll work with that. A lot of singing is still math. It uses notes on a scale. I mean, notes can't weigh very much. Right? Like one thin piece of paper on a scale. I mean, how many grams is that? At least 2 stone. Anyone in the UK loses the ability to make fun of American measurements when they weigh themselves in literal rocks. Oh, how many pebbles do you weigh? You want to go down to the quarry? Hook yourself up to a scale and see how many rocks you weigh? Okay, I need more wood. I've used up, like, all my wood. And then we just need to go buy more honey bombs, get a bunch more... I guess I'll just go bomb out the ocean or something, I don't know. Any good pools of water? I guess there's water down here. Stone is 14 pounds in the UK. Do UK stones weigh more than, like, American stones? America's a higher obesity rate, so probably not everything weighs more in America. What is the obesity rate difference between the UK and America? I know there are some countries that... I know America doesn't even have the highest obesity rate anymore, I think. And I know some other countries are really similar. How tall are you in terms of astronomical units? I think I am 95% of a Neil Armstrong. UK and US have similar obesity rates, but one is from processed sugar, one is from alcohol. Oh, so does that mean the UK weigh more because it comes from the alcohol? That's why a UK 300-pound person weighs more than an American 300-pound person? Because the liquid weight. You're 70 acres tall? Acres are a unit of area measurement, not height. They're two-dimensional. Why not use water and honey bombs? What? I am using water and honey bombs. I meant water bombs and honey bombs? I mean, why would I? I'd have to throw twice as many bombs, I'd have to buy twice as many bombs. And I don't even think it would be faster. Thought I was draining random water pockets? I am. The boss I'm done so far? Everything in pre-hub mode except Deoclops and the Wall of Flesh. We're working on the Wall of Flesh. The Wall of Flesh is going to need a ton of beehives. Should drink water and honey bombs. Can you drink honey? Honey's like really viscous. I feel like you eat honey. Heat it up to lower the viscosity. Ah, like hot pockets. Gotta get rid of the skeleton. YouTube defaults to AI filtered chat? What? Get over here. Whatever. Go, my bees. I have the fruit shimmer transformation thing. Ambrosia? No. I feel like if your moth was a blender, you'd have bigger issues at hand. What? Okay, that's 250. But we're at now. Would you eat honey if it was explosive and would kill you? No. You know what? I have an idea. Under traps? When were beehives added to the game? This is one from 1.4. It doesn't have the 1.4.4 set. 1.3? Okay. I mean the craftable beehives, to be clear. Oh, there they are. Okay. Okay. Nah, graveyards went 1.4.4. Okay, that saves us, like another half hour of doing that. Yeah. I mean, do we think that's enough space? I'd extend it further, I guess. No, let's just go. I mean, worst case, I'm fine with just going and grabbing a couple more, Where's my wood? Ah, there it is. Grabbing a couple more beehives. So we don't have to sit here farming honey for another hour. Spending more is a great idea. Yeah, I just don't have that many blocks. I'll make it work. It'll be fine. I have a demon contra. Why am I still walking down here? Well, it's an ongoing question of whether the AI art stuff is stealing. On the one hand, like, a human being would look at artwork from other people and might get some level of inspiration or design from seeing other people's designs. But the way that the AI generates things tends to more just take them. It'd be more like a person, like, tracing designs, I feel like, rather than just looking at it and being inspired by it, because an AI can't be inspired by something, it just recreates them. Piracy stealing is just morally okay. Stealing? I think it depends what you're pirating. Almost always listen to morals over laws, if you're going to be honest. It's a good way to end up with a criminal record in some situations. Yeah, like, Suggesting pirating a game that I like Rain World or Terraria, is a very easy way to get, like, banned or timed out for a lengthy period of time in my Discord server. What are we doing now? Building a house in the underworld to get the guide to move in, and then dunking him in lava. Stealing is when you get something and the original person loses it. Yeah. You can steal an idea, and a person doesn't lose an idea. I don't mind pirating, but I do think it's a little bit annoying that some people have, like, a superiority complex around pirating. As if the fact that they're pirating is some, morally correct quest that they're undertaking, rather than just being a convenient way to avoid paying money for something. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll, like, pirate TV shows and tons of stuff online. Not because I feel morally superior, just because I'm stingy. I don't like paying money. I don't like the acts of regrowth. I don't like, I guess we're just waiting for the guide to move in now. I guess I'll build, that. Yeah, that's the legality of a lot of emulation stuff, isn't it? Where you can legally emulate games that you have a physical copy of, but it's sharing it to other people or selling it that is the part that's not legal. Alright, dissed you because you made an unfunny joke 7 months ago? What was the joke? I feel like that's kind of key here. Piracy is kind of a nothing burger crime. I think it depends what you're pirating. On an individual scale, like, the one lost transaction is going to be devastating for a company, but a good example, Spore, right? It's really talking about NES games. Spore got the shit pirated out of it. And it's at the point now where, because of that, the company, like EA or whatever, you need to, like, call them and verify your copy of the game to be able to access Spore's online servers and, like, share your creations. Which I remember being really annoying when I played Spore. Also, like, Spore's developer like, went out of business. And I can't imagine all the pirated copies helped. Remember when you were streaming, it was a dance pad only stream, and you said something and everyone else was saying it too, and you were like, I hate this part of my fandom? Nope. Piracy can lead to word-of-mouth sales. I think those are just, excuses that people give to feel better about pirating stuff. Like, I don't think that logic really checks out that much. Star Fury is for exploring caves. Still no guide? Oh no, we got a guide now. Okay, let's go try this again. Piracy much time will not be a negative impact on the game. Usually people who pirate will buy the game. I don't agree at all. I do not think most people who pirate games will buy the game. You used to pirate a lot when you were a kid because you lacked the money to buy games. I agree with Bob. All the time you want to get a feel for the game before locking in whether or not to commit to the money sink. I mean, I'll be honest. If I'm going to go through the trouble of pirating a game and downloading it to tell whether or not I like the game, and there's no meaningful difference to me whether or not I then go spend the $30, $20 to go buy the game, I'm just going to keep the pirated copy. I don't pirate games. But if I was going to, that's what I would do, because why would I choose to spend money on it if I can just not, and I've already gone through the process of having the game available to me? I wouldn't. Why not? Because I don't have much money, and if I already have the game available, I'm not going to throw my money away just to support the developers. I'd rather not buy the game, because I don't have that much money. Now, I don't pirate games. I don't do that, because I'd rather just not buy the game than pirate it and not support the developers. But I don't really see a world in which I would want to do that. I gotta kill this bone serpent, man. I don't think... Well, maybe if I go high enough. I can pirate a game and pay it after everything it's worth paying for. Look, I am very, very frugal with how I spend money. I don't buy most games because I don't want to spend money on them. That's not how that would work out. Like, that's not what I would do. Yeah, I have no choice here. And I think that's how most people are. Like, given the choice between spending money and not spending money, when it makes no difference to me as an individual, like, I'm going to choose not to spend money. Oh yeah, there's a wall. Like, I'm not deluded enough to think that I would go out of my way to spend money supporting something ethical if I have the alternative available to me. I think is what it comes down to. Like, I know myself. I know that I wouldn't do that. Oh, wait. Are you kidding me? Oh, that's bullshit. You can't put beehives on ashwood. On ash. Wake it first. Don't attack me, attack the wall. Thank you. Okay, well, lesson learned. They really like the hungry. I gotta go further out here. Give me time to break these. God, the random hungry detaching is such a pain. Are we? The problem is staying alive with these random hungry chasing me. And now I don't have, kill these damn hungry, please. Thank you. We're at the B limit? Okay. He's halfway dead. Problem is now his contact damage is super high. I don't seem to be spawning very many bees. There must be more that are still in the world for some reason. Yeah, I'm really not spawning any bees anymore. It's really inconvenient. Probably. We didn't have enough space for this. We need more space. We might need the whole underworld. Because we got to what, like here? Okay. Want to summon the queen and use beehives? A queen bee does nothing and just dies. Try drinking like a Titan potion, Ralsuro. You should be able to knock back the hungry pretty comfortably unless you're in multiplayer. What's my opinion on the bee ocean? I don't know what the bee ocean is. Nah, the Night's Edge works fine on a simple bridge. The main problem here is just that it's the hungry. Like, I don't know how to deal with the hungry. It just feels like a really impossible situation trying to manage them. As soon as the hungry get popped out, they chase me down relentlessly, and it's almost impossible for me to kill them. No, I'm not going to use the bee gun. Like, temporarily leave the underworld? No, you cannot leave the underworld when the Wall of Flesh is alive. I mean, if it's impossible, then it's impossible. I just stop the run. Wouldn't bother changing the challenge. Yeah, Queen Bee is pretty much useless during this fight. I can't really get her to actually attack the Wall of Flesh. Master mode? Yeah. But our DPS should be higher on Master Mode than it would be on other difficulties. Like, it should take less time to kill the Wall of Flesh on Master compared to other difficulties. Because bees do 3 times as much damage, but the Wall of Flesh only has twice as much HP. Now, he does have defense, but I don't think that would throw that much of a wrench into the calculation. Yeah, it's really just the hungry. On Classic, the hungries don't spawn. Yeah, but then I'd have to play on Classic. I don't want to play on Classic. How's progress? Oh, we've hit a wall with the wall. I mean, our damage at the beginning of the fight was pretty damn good. It's just after that, the hungry started being a huge pain, and it was really difficult for me to get anything done. Why don't I use adventure mode? Journey mode? I didn't feel like it. I assume they mean journey mode, and it was just a weird translation. I don't use calming potions or peace candles. Well, peace candles, I don't have peace candles. And calming potions, don't really care that much. Like, all that calming potions are going to do is slightly increase the amount of time before I have enemies chasing me that I can't kill. Like, I can't kill these enemies. And once they spawn, they're here for good. It just gives me a little bit more time before that time comes. And that's not worth spending my time fishing for. It tends to be easier if you place the beehives beforehand and use actuators to set the... No. Hang on. I have an idea. I have a great idea. I have a really good idea. Just spawn Wither and use it to kill Wall of Flesh. Okay. Just gonna go ahead and take this. Say here. Copy. And then put it here. Yeah, looks about right. There we go. Problem solved. Why do I use Windows 11? I don't. Like when using a weapon? Nah, I don't think that's very good advice. It's gonna lower your reputation with the creatures in the world long term if you show hostile action towards them. Yeah, this won't mess with world gen. I mean, it's just gonna literally copy paste that. Okay. There is something else I do need to do though. I need to give myself places I can spawn bees because I can't place them on the ashwood. Probably should have done that before I copy and pasted it, but whatever. Terraria dance pad only? I've already done that. Twice. And one of the times was in hardcore expert mode. Okay. I keep forgetting I have a demon conch. I should really remember that. Oh, okay. We got some lava. Let's get that out of here. What, dance pad compatible with slogan only? I did that until my dance pad broke and then I couldn't really do it anymore. I wear a maid dress on a dance pad? I look good in it. Okay. One there. This here. And there we go. Remember the demon conch. You referring to chimney canopy? Okay, how much longer can there really be of this ashwood area? We done? Yeah, we're done. Okay. Let me, make some more of these doodads. Wish they'd rework wings. Rework them how? At this point, a lot of Terraria's later bosses have been designed under the assumption of players having wings, so reworking them could have quite disastrous consequences. I'm out of mushrooms. Get some more of those. Mushroom, mushroom. Is your house the queen bee? No, it's a bunny. Okay. Should make a new bed. We're gonna have to sleep through to the morning anyway. It's nighttime right now. Is Joanne, what's the challenge? Read the description. That's a bunny. Putting realism. Running for never left person. Programming in LISP. I don't know what that means. Okay. Hopefully this time we have our entire world. I need to focus on keeping away from the hungry, getting the bees to attack the wall, and if he's not at like a third of his HP by the middle of the world, we're probably going to be in trouble. Use endurance potion? I'd have to fish for that. I don't like fishing. Ezio gatto alla phrase. Should probably also get rid of these obstacles if I can. But I imagine those probably aren't helping. They're probably blocking the bees. The most effective strategy might be to just get a bunch of bees to bunch up on me and then move towards the wall so they aggro to him. Iframe shenanigans possible? The problem is the speed you need to move to get away from the wall of flesh makes iframing bees very difficult. Because bees don't actually move that fast. Really hope it works this time. I don't want to do this again. I think it's going to be close, but I think it'll be doable. Hopefully by putting these platforms to spawn the beehives down, I will be able to have an easier job not getting caught on the hungry. Because the problem is I had to stand still for a while attacking, which both decreased my rate of spawning bees and gave the hungry more time to catch up to me. I lost my table. Yeah, I know I'll have to aim for those platforms specifically. That's fine, though. I don't think it'll be that hard. Tempted is for the wall of flesh. I don't know. Some number. 3? Maybe. Angler would request multiple fish per day. Yeah, I don't have strong feelings about the angler. I don't really fish very much. Alright. I need all these guys to despawn. Just like fishing when you need to fish for something. Man, I cannot catch a break with these bats. There's so many of them. Well, bats are particularly annoying when you cannot fight them. Guide yet? We kind of just need to wait for the guide to show up. Tried peace candles? How do you propose that I get pink gel, Izzy? There's not really a feasible way I could make peace candles. I would need to find a pinky, which I haven't had happen. Then kill the pinky, which is not exactly the easiest. And then craft them into the candles. What pinkies? I haven't found any. If I found a pinky, sure, I might do it. I found one pinky that died in lava and burned all of its drops. You don't have to redo pillars if the Moon Lord kills you. You can make a celestial sigil. After a certain period of time, you'll need to do pillars again, but you can make quite a few sigils. And be only, read the description. To make a door? Yeah, the house is a door. It's a valid house. Somebody else did move in, right? I know I had the tavern key. Let me check. Just to make sure. Yeah, no, I mean, it's a valid house. Nobody's living in it. Just waiting for them to move in. I guess I can go sleep in a bed. Fast forward time. Hey, Bismarck. Oh, shit. The hungry normally are not a big problem, but in this are really being a pain. I might go back to that builder's workshop and grab more beehives just in case to make sure we don't run out. I'm not doing anything. I'm waiting for the guide to show up. He doesn't want to. Let me make some more houses on the surface. Maybe for some reason he won't move into that house. Sometimes NPCs are weird. Oh, no, he's here. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get some more beehives. Just as insurance, because I do not want to have to do this again. Okay. Favorite weapons might be the Icky Sight and the Death Sight. They're fun and satisfying to use. The sickles? Yeah, the sickles are fun. Nice squirrel. That's not a squirrel. That's not a squirrel. That looks nothing like a squirrel. Are you prepared for the Factorio DLC, Bismarck? Have you prepared your factory? What is it? The bunny rabbit casting a spell? The guy typing on a keyboard? You thought that was a squirrel? That's 30% of a man typing on a keyboard. You're starting a fresh save, so your factory is already Riyadh. Bad artwork? You're bad artwork. Are you ready for the Rain World DLC? Vampire knives are still insane. You haven't touched them since no. You'll blueberry it up. I thought we'd watch, like Watcher or something. A squirrel and a man are one and the same. Like a furry? I don't understand. Space Age is so exciting. I wasn't particularly excited. The problem I had, I mentioned this to some people before, but it's the fact that I can't even get through Factorio's base game content without getting bored. I'm not very excited for more content because I haven't even done all the stuff in the regular game. Okay. Oh, right, I need to keep doing this. I keep doing this. Get Brandon? Brandon? Okay. Come on, bees. Bees, the hungry bees. Hopefully. Come on. Turn around, bees. Bees still are hungry. Chasing me. Bees. Bees. Bees the hungry bees. 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 dealing damage, which is nice. He's hungry are being a real problem, though. Gotta get somewhere that can't reach me. Just make some distance. Should be able to do it here. Nope. Bees, please. Bees. The hungry. Bees. Where the hell can I go? Here? Okay, I can go here. It is so impossible to deal with these hungry. Oh, thanks. How far was that? I accidentally stepped slightly above the underworld, so I died. I mean, we were doing enough damage. That was only a quarter of the way through the world. We had him 2/3 of the way dead. The problem is just surviving those hungry. It is so difficult to deal with those. I mean, I can take some heart lanterns with me. I have the campfire. I can make another campfire. Gives me some extra sustain. Not a great amount. Does Queen Bee kill the hungries? The problem is Queen Bee dies. By the time we got to that part of the world, Queen Bee would be dead. Like, Queen Bee dies very quickly. But I have Cthulhu Shield on. I'm fine. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Plus, I'd probably accidentally dash into something and then deal damage to it. I mean, right now we have basically nothing in the bestiary. Apparently, I accidentally hit a sand slime and a giant worm at some point, but other than that, we haven't actually killed anything to fill out bestiary slots. If I hit something with a shield, it'll put it in the bestiary when it kills it. Put it on? No. You know how I feel about this shield? I got one right here. Oh, no, I don't. I already trashed it. Damn. Hold on. I don't have time to get another one. See, I don't even have one. I was going to throw it in the trash, but I realized I already threw it in the trash. Or sold it. I probably sold it. Yeah, Queen Bee probably would do really well against the hungry. The problem is just I can't summon another Queen Bee once she dies, and she's gonna die really quickly. It's in my piggy bank? Oh yeah, there it is. And now it's gone. I mean, I can, oh, I can do what I did during lawnmower only. And make a giant line of wire that's activating constantly. And then place and break and place heart statues for rapid healing. But man, that's a huge amount of setup. If it doesn't work again, I guess I can try that. That's what I have the heart statues for. I can take bottled honey for the buff too. Might get some extra healing off of that. There's nothing else I wanted? I wanted to use my demon paunch, which is an item that I've had this entire time and keep forgetting about. There's not much reason for bosses to be nocturnal. They could just have the bosses dark in the background a bit if the atmosphere is the issue and make Terror Prisma drop from taking 0 damage. You have a problem with time of day bosses? Put up walls with hammered stairs so the hungry can't get to you. I don't think the hungry abide by hoiks. They ignore collision. Enemies that ignore collision generally don't get hoiked. Swiftness potion could help escaping? No, not really. I mean, it would improve my acceleration a little bit, but the problem is not really physically getting away from the hungry as much as it is getting the bees to attack the hungry. The hungry abide by collision, though? Oh, you mean those hungry? Yeah, once they release. I mean, I guess I could, but it might... The problem is if I did that, then bees also wouldn't be able to show up. Yeah. I was thinking of the original hungry, not the hungry 2. The hungry 2 are the ones that break off when the originals die. I mean, I've used hoiks before. We was, Oh, what was the challenge? It was something I did relatively recently. Was it flare gun? No, it wasn't flare gun only. We have all these houts here, which should hopefully help out. Did I bring the bed? Yeah, I did. We've killed a shit ton of hungry. I guess these are also the bees. Oh, the bees dying probably dropped all these. Because bees drop hurts. Between the bees and the hungry, we have tons of pickups for health. And hopefully that'll be enough. Shoot wooden boomerang only next? I'm fine. I'm good. Okay, guide is here. Oh, my bees. Skip ahead. Oh, I have potions, right. Okay, I have hearts down there to pick up. Afford to linger for a moment. Oh, where is it? Okay, these hearts help a lot. There's the candy apples. Walls H or damage is scaling. Okay, I can't afford to stay that close to the actual hungry anymore. The ones that release don't have their damage scale, thankfully. They do the same damage the entire fight, but the ones attached to them do too much damage now. I can't stay near those. Okay. Okay, hopefully these kill the ones here. Come on, bees. Come on, bees. We'll pop out. He's about halfway dead. It's somewhere I can afford to tank here for a minute. Where these hearts. Okay, about halfway there. We are halfway there, which also means the hungry damage is at its highest now. So we really need to keep our distance from the wall. Oh, this breaks instantly. Nice. Yeah, that was a lot of damage that we took. Yeah, through here. Okay, 6,000 to go. Wonder if a builder potion would help place hives faster. Alright, 5k. The only thing I'm a little bit concerned about is when the wall of flesh speeds up, I don't know how well the bees are going to be able to keep up with him. Could throw a wrench in things. Alright, 4,500. This one. Go back to this part. Somebody can't reach me. $100 damage. Jeez. Somewhere safe. It's getting harder to get far enough away that he can't get to me. I missed my grapple. We are still dealing damage though, which is good. Okay, now we can just put him down anywhere. Damn, lava. Alright, 2,000 to go. It's the last 500 that's going to be really tricky. Damn it! The hungry tagged me twice. I'm probably gonna die now. Yeah, I'm dead. That is doable, though. Where's the queen bee? The problem is she just dies. Like, she dies within the first minute. And then the rest of the fight is just the bees. Debating like shadow armor or something. Why not a lower ceiling? Because I have to build a lower ceiling and that would take forever. Okay, maybe get some more hives. I need to set up more. I don't think I really need to set up more. I just need to play better. How far in the world was that? Let me check when I get back. And summon Queen Bee again? It's not possible to summon Queen Bee again. Build a potion? People were saying? That's what I said. Yeah, if I could use a builder potion, that would be really nice. Thing is, 2,000 HP with that much of the world left is not ideal. Build a bridge with hearts before starting. The problem is, in order to do that, I had to have the wall of flesh there. Like, I had to summon the wall of flesh, fail the fight, have the pickups there. It was really messy. Let me finish out this house. Yeah, I'll try Builder Potion. That would be really nice. That works. This is a guy typing on a keyboard. No, it's a guy typing on a keyboard. What is that? Door placement? The door's the part of the house you have the problem with? It's a fucking gremlin. Gremlins can type on keyboards. Didn't you see gremlins too? Is there anything else I can do to improve my ability here? I mean, I could put on shadow armor. How many shadow scales do I have? $39, that's probably not enough. 10, 30. Oh, I mean, if I put on shadow armor, it would stack with magiluminescence and give me a bit more speed, which may help with outrunning the wall of flesh when he gets lower on HP and give me more time to get distant. I would swap it in when I needed the extra speed. I won't do that quite yet though, because the builder potions might be what I need here. Let me try a builder potion out. Let's see. Yeah, that speeds it up considerably. Okay, that's good. Won't the Moon Lord just kill most of the bees? Well, the bees will also attack the Moon Lord when the kill time happens. It's a two-way street. Okay, nighttime, we get the guide back, and we do it again. And hopefully the builder potion will carry us this time. It very well might. That was much faster. Is there any other way I can improve my placing speed? I could have ambrosia. Do I have a lemon? Yeah, I do. Ambrosia improves placing speed. Move Nurse into the underworld? She would just die. That's not gonna help. Demon Conch. Oh, there was also that random pile of lava. Let me get rid of that. Where was that? It's down there. Are you doing only main bosses? I'm doing the bosses that I feel like. So I can get ambrosia immediately. I generally don't care that much about ambrosia. I'll get it when I feel like it. Like the passive mining speeds, whatever. It ranges between doing nothing or making you one tick faster. Whatever. I usually have my Ancient Chisel and Pumpkin buff anyway. And usually with those, the extra 5% won't make a difference. Sometimes it will. It's nice when it does. But let me just get rid of these. This will allow them to... there we go. Now the lava will actually drain out. A mushroom pylon next to the dungeon for quick access to Plantera. The most useful upgrade, the Galaxy Pearl. I don't think I've ever made a Galaxy Pearl. Okay. Yeah, it's really disappointing how ineffective Queen Bee is against the Wall of Flesh. You'd think she'd do really well, but the Wall of Flesh's contact damage is so high that it just immediately melts Queen Bee. And in order for Queen Bee to actually get next to the Wall of Flesh, you need to be close to the Hungry, which are going to rip you to pieces, and they're also going to rip Queen Bee to pieces when the Wall of Flesh's HP gets low. And without being able to summon a reinforcement Queen Bee, there's really no way we can make that work. Try it. Oh, medium score is really scary to try. You want to try it so badly? Just go for it. Next stream, you can allow beanades on the wall? No, this is doable. I mean, we've gotten close. The problem is I had a Hungry hit me twice, and that's half my HP. Sunflowers? Sunflowers don't boost your maximum running speed. They wouldn't be particularly helpful. Yeah, make backup chests, and also make sure you spawn in a safe location. That's a big one. Put your spawn point somewhere safe, because otherwise you might get spawn camped and stun locked. And get in a death loop. And that's no fun. I think food's not worth it. I have food. It's a pumpkin pie. I mean, it gives me defense and increased HP regeneration. It's worth it because of that. The bees are like really shitty beanades. Basically, yeah. I lost my builder. Oh, right, I died. Damn it. Okay, one more time. Say 5 starting lives, and each boss gives you a bonus life? What? Food buffs are kind of good. Yeah, they're good. It's not really worth it for me to get a like major food buff though. That's the only improvement I could make. A major food buff would just really just give me 1 more point of defense and slightly faster movement speed when not sprinting. You know, it gives you more damage, which is useless to me. The main things food buffs gives you damage, defense, movement speed, and they give you they remove a penalty to HP regeneration that you have on expert mode, but I don't think the tier of the food buff matters. What's a good source of good food items? Yeah, pig vanatas are the main one. You really only have 2 options. You either farm enemies, usually like eaters for burgers, or post-Plantera dungeon for barbecue ribs, I think, are the usual ones. Or you get pig vanatas from the party goal and break them repeatedly to get bacon. It's usually not getting major food buffs, like going out of your way for them just because they're expensive in terms of time investment. Okay, put the guide in here. Heal to full. How long you spent getting the beehives? We spent like 30 or 40 minutes getting beehives from throwing honey bombs in water, and then I just went to an all items world and picked up a bunch of beehives because I didn't want to sit on stream doing that. I was confused about which mobs require biomes, which require blocks, and which ones require you to stand on blocks. Most of them require the blocks, and then I kind of just remember a few specific exceptions. Okay. And out we go. We spawn bees much faster now. Hopefully they'll give us the boost we need. It's not too big of a deal getting hit by the hungry right now, because this is before they have their big damage increases. Once it gets below 75%, I think is the first major one. That's when they really start to hurt. Is that hungry? Alright. I think we're at the point where the hunger are going to start hurting now. Oh wow, they really lasered in on me. I thought they were going to get stuck on stuff. No. They had it out for me. The Wall of Flesh is a really difficult fight to gauge because of his scaling speed and hungry damage over the course of the fight. The first half of the fight can go fantastically, but that doesn't really give you any indication that the rest of the fight will go well. Especially in janky situations. Like now. Go to here. Spawn. We spawn bees directly, that's good. Oh, half HP. Should have paid more attention to the hungry. Go up here. Alright, 6,000. I want these bees to go to the right, not to the left. It's just random, though. Well, it's not random. It's based on the block's position in the world. Same reason that boulders will go left or right. Don't let those hungry hit me. Ah, he snatched me. Or scratched me, rather. Build up all these bees. Alright, swapping over the ash biome again. It's good. Another one. It really helps during this stage of the fight. Because I can spit out a lot more bees in a shorter amount of time here. And I do not have much time. Because the wall of flesh is really getting fast here. Let me go up to here. Big wave of them. Don't do a lot of damage. Let's fall right. Left is good too. Actually, in this situation. Guide's back. 2,000 to go. Okay, hopefully those will go right on the wall. Nice. That's where I wanted to go right, because they actually go for the wall. Damage is stagnating though. I can't get through to the wall. I feel like I'm spawning fewer bees now. But they might just be getting all caught on the hungry or distracted. Like that one, I think one bee actually made it through to hit the wall. I think I am spawning fewer bees. I wonder if there is a an NPC limit that we're reaching that's being a real problem here. Because it could be because of all the leeches and the hungry and all that. Maybe I'll try to kill these leeches. Maybe that'll solve the problem. Yeah, really only the first beehive is actually doing anything, it looks like. Maybe I just... small batches? I got caught. There's a lot of lava over here. I don't know if I can make this work. Because we're... yeah. We stopped spawning bees in the middle. Things were going really well, but, about halfway through, the wall started to spawn enough, enough stuff that I couldn't get more bees out. I mean, we could front load our damage more. Now that we'll have hearts dropped on the ground, we might have better luck. We can try to be more aggressive with staying next to the wall. I'll take a swiftness potion. I'll take another builder potion. Can you do it? Thank you, Sashas. I would like to do it. That last 1,000 damage is going to be really difficult to get, though. Is there anything else I can really do here? I mean, I could fish up an endurance potion, but the damage we're taking isn't really the problem. It's being able to dish it back out, which I guess, yeah, sure. I'll get a couple endurance potions. They won't hurt. And we're at the point where we kind of just need to go for whatever advantage we can find. There's water over here. That's bass. Bricklayer? No. Our placement speed isn't the problem, because we're running into the issue of the beehives aren't even spawning bees because of lack of slots in the world. Oh, angler quest. Get it, okay, there's one. I think I'd realistically want 2 cave fish. Just because of the duration of the fight. Man, I'd really like a second cave fish. There we go. Oh, come on! There we go. Okay, let me get this fish in here. Okay. You know what, I'll throw a queen bee into the mix, why not? Maybe she'll do something, I don't know. Let me get rid of all the lava over here, though. There were a couple more pockets. Let's see what the candy apple situation is like. It looks pretty good. There's a good amount of hearts here, which... I mean, taking damage lets me be aggressive. This back half of the arena, though, I don't think we have very many here, because I was spawning a lot fewer bees here. Which means that fewer of them were dying, so fewer dropped. But there are still a few. The real problem, honestly, I think, are the leeches taking up spawn slots. Because does each segment of a worm count as a different entity for the sake of spawn slots? Native Worlds is more than 100 sections on Legendary. I mean, I know it does for the Destroyer. Because during Flare Gun only, the Destroyer couldn't pop out probes because we reached the entity limit because we made him bigger. 3 segments per leech. Yeah, and with all the leeches we had. So I gotta... The problem now with the leeches. I gotta find a way to actually kill the leeches. The entity limit is 200. Yes, but beehives do not abide by the entity limit. Beehives, I think once you reach a certain number of creatures spawned in the world, will stop spawning. I think it's 100. And it's to stop people from reaching the entity limit with beehives. Because you could just put down 100 target dummies and then do 100 beehives. Although maybe you can't do that. They don't have a bottom, they can't spawn. That's way too much work. Lunch, Jackie Worm. No, the problem is beehives won't spawn anything if they land in a liquid. So if I put hives underneath, all they would do is hit the lava and then do nothing. Damn it. There wasn't really a way I could have gotten through that. I guess I could have mined out the top, but... Any attempts on the wall? Like 5 or something. I wasn't really keeping count. I mean, there is a last resort situation that I could try if this really proves to be too difficult. And that one I think is pretty much guaranteed to work. Which is I could set the world into hard mode, which would drastically increase the damage of the bees and make them chew through the wall of flesh very quickly. I think that would be like the last resort if this really isn't working out. Yeah, you can see how front-loaded all of our hearts are, because this is where all the bees were dying. Once we got past this, the fewer bees were spawning, so fewer bees were dying and dropping hearts. Way out. The candy apples count for the NPC limit? No, those are drop items. Is Outreach doable? I'm not in a Crimson world, so I can't really make Outreach potions. I'd have to find them naturally, and I don't think I have found any. Okay, well, we'll call in reinforcements for the fight, I guess. Artificial biome? There's not really a way for me to get an artificial crimson biome in pre-hard mode. You need to be in hard mode in order to buy them from the Dryad. You can get them from underworld potions or pots. Yeah, but I haven't. Maybe shadow chest? I don't know a shadow key. At what point will it just be bees only? Look, the only reason we need to do this is because it's not possible to resummon Queen Bee during the Wall of Flesh fight. We can resummon Queen Bee for every other fight in the game, but we can't do it for the Wall of Flesh because the Underworld is mutually exclusive with the jungle. It's not possible to summon Queen Bee at 5k HP because it's not possible to summon Queen Bee during the Wall of Flesh fight. I have to summon her beforehand. Aggression is the name of the game. no such thing as too many bees. He's half dead. She's a lot more than half dead. Okay, she's 100% dead. Yeah. That's why we can't really use Queen Bee. Shit. Too close. My bees aren't really spawning anymore again. I'm hoping those will be close enough to really hit the wall. Get some damage in. Okay. I just gotta keep bees spawning. I think that was the problem last time, is I stagnated. I stopped spawning bees, and that led to too many hungry building up when I couldn't spawn more bees. The ecosystem got all unbalanced. The ecosystem. Those bees did not do much. There's too many leeches. I gotta find somewhere to deal with these guys. Here. Damn it, it's going in the water. And the lava. Want to get the leeches? Okay. Leeches down. Am I even spawning bees? reaching the edge of the world. Isn't it like right here? Maybe. Yeah, there's the edge. Oh. Yeah, so all people ask me a lot why I always make large size worlds when I do challenges. This is why. Because if I had a large-sized world, this would be fine. I made a medium-sized world because I really didn't think the wall of flesh was going to be this much of a problem. I think what I'm honestly going to have to do is increase the size of the world for this to be possible. Because if we had a larger world, it would be possible. We're only 1,000 damage away, and we can whittle that damage down. But there's really no way for me to do this with this world size, in this current state. I'd either have to completely rework the arena to find some way to do it, or just make a bigger world. Think it's doable still? I don't. The thing is deceptive. It looks significantly more doable than it is. Like, with this current state, there's no way I can do this. I would need to do sweeping changes in order to make it work. And that's not really something I can do here. Yeah, I'll probably just make a new world, or just completely rework the underworld to work here. But I'm gonna have to do that off stream. But yeah, it's doable. It's just really annoying. The worst part is just the fact that my bees stop spawning, like, halfway through the fight. Problem is that you spawn the bees in batches, which in the beginning is fine, but at some point you'll just be wasting bees. You need a roof to place hives continuously. No, I don't really think that would help that much, because if I had a roof to place hives continuously, only one wall of flesh segment would be exposed, which is probably going to hurt my damage more than help it. In any case, I'll think about it. We got time, though. And more floor blockers, the bees always spawn left of the wall. I'll think about it. I'll come up with things. In any case, that's a problem for later. Maybe Monday. Bye, everyone.